The Spigen Ultra Hybrid T. Thought this case was going to absolutely blow me away and be the case of my dreams. It's a good case, but I'll tell you the reason why I'm still on the search for the case of my dreams. Welcome to Tech Refresh. This is Dave coming at you with another video. All right, man, the Spigen for the iPhone 17 Pro Max Ultra Hybrid T. Let's take a look. Now, I thought this was going to be the one, right? And I'll tell you all the reasons why I thought that. But I got it on Amazon. Link will be in the description. Is this case worth picking up? Yes, absolutely. It does have some issues for me, but it is worth picking up. $18.99. Link is in the description. And we're going to take a look at the real reason why I thought this was going to be the one. Just the looks, right? Because they're matching the design language of the phone. I thought that was awesome. I think more case makers should absolutely do that. So like if you had the cosmic orange, they're going to get you with the cosmic orange. And then they have a matte black one for if you had a blue phone. So I was thinking like, all right, this is awesome. I always want case makers to match whatever these phones are doing, at least come out with colors that these phones are going to be something instead of just being set in stone on what colors you're going to release, no matter what design the phone has. So can y'all see? It's pretty much a match. Let's go ahead and snap it in, and I'll tell you we'll get to it pretty quick on why it's just not the case of my dreams. It's good. I could use it every day, but it's just not the greatest. Let's take the tour. The holes match up somewhat, right? Can you see? It looks like, I don't know, my camera. There we go. Looks like it covers the top a little bit, maybe. I guess it just depends, but it don't look like the greatest fit. Then you have a lanyard here. And then this is one little design that I like. The camera button matches the camera button on the actual phone, because the camera button on the actual phone does have a white accent. If you can see, let me just peel it back. If you can see, it does have a white accent. So I thought that was an awesome little design flair there. And then you get to my biggest concern with the case. That's the buttons. They're just not great for me. My best way to describe these buttons is they're a little bit gummy. And I think it's inherent to this, whatever this material is. I think it's just what it's going to be with the buttons for a case of this material. And I just think I'm probably not that fond of this material coming across the top. What does it say? It has something up here. Air cushion technology, if you guys could see it. And then coming across, you have the action button that is like raised and has a lot of texture. I feel like that should have went to this side, because personally, I use the power button way more than I use the action button. And then the volume rockers, they're just okay, man. They're about as gummy as the power button. And it's just basically attributed to the material that this case is made out of. And then you can see we got the Spigen branding right on the sides. And let's go across the back. That's where the phone shines. And that's this little off-colored panel that's actually on the phone. I just think it's an amazing look. You got the Spigen logo. I just like how they did that. I didn't even have it snapped all the way in. And then I've made up my mind. I couldn't decide, do I like the camera open or do I like it fully covered? It's official. I like it fully covered. When this big old silver plateau is peeking out, it's just not the best look. So I think it's best just to cover it. And of course, that covering raises above the cameras, right? So that's how you get protection for the cameras. You don't get the lenses scraped up because of the plateau being covered, and it raised it. And then let's take a look at the protection, right? Because we be skipping over that, but that's important. And as you can see, it goes above the screen. No issues there. And it's going to be a solid case. You rock this case, you're going to feel like you got some protection. You do not have to worry about your phone dropping and having issues. So all in all, good case. You know, it's a good, solid case, but the thing that holds it back is I just cannot get used to the feel of the buttons attributed to whatever material this case is made out of. Here, let me take it off and I'll show you. Like, it's hard to get these cases out without activating something. The material, it's like, it's stiff, but it's a little flexible, right? It's very stiff, but a little flexible. And those buttons definitely show that. And here's the camera button. If you can see, it has that white accent, and then they set it off with the same white accent. And as you can see, it has MagSafe. If you're interested in it because of the looks, I would say get it. Right? If you're like, all right, that's a good look for whatever you got, cosmic orange or you got the silver, I would say get it. But just keep in mind, you may not like the feel of these buttons. Or maybe it's just me. Get active in the comments, man. What do you guys think? I'll get at you guys another time. Peace.